first and 10. It's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but now getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. The quick feed motion. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 23-yard run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Higgins, what a catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Let's see.
From midfield now, Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And some space here. Touchdown, Bengals.
Yes,
50 yards.
Yes,
and the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A short kick taken at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Flushed out right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Jackson
hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow sliding out of the pocket. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. The 20. All the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return is Duvernay. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And Jackson throwing once more. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
After is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Steps away. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Forced out to his left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return is Duvernay. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Play action. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays. They're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Cincinnati. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Burrow. Out to his left. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Here we go with Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And that 4th down.
There certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown. It's complete. C.J. Uzama from 3 yards out. And the bet.
That's it. That's when to stop. Yeah, the quit, that's it.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now Mahomes. That'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, Want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. Now,
and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow buying time to his left. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Open man is Uzama. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Going for it all. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, 29 yards. yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he... On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach, in our EA Sports studios.
Let's watch that.
In stats from this first half of action.
Mahomes now on first down. He finds McKinnon complete. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second down, McKinnon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On the move to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Edwards-Helaire is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than touchdown a minute ago. Changed the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Rolling to his left.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action with Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow on play action. Steps away. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Play action. It's Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Nick Bolton.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I guess he was here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they will take a knee here. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Burrow. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Throwing. Burrow out to his left. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9, and compounding things, it's now 3rd down as well. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Washington football team. Stadium.
DeAndre Carter returning it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Gibson.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
To throw is Heineke.
Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
The play fake, and now Heineke.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Heineke. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
going to set him back 5 yards. Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Drops this off to Richard. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw his Carr. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. We're scoreless after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And they'll try to throw now. Heineke.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
He spins free. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after here coming up.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Carter now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out
there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Heineke's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A first down throw for Heineke. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To the air again, Heineke. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Heineke. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
First down. It's Gibson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Throwing, Heineke.
And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Bro, I'm trying to go crazy, bro.
Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give running right, Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of...
Bro, I should never done that, bro.
2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gibson again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A big play there for the Raiders. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the 2nd half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
On 1st down, Carr dancing to his left.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case...
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
From the gun, Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Heineke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Heineke to throw it.
Being chased out left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Here's Renfro to return.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Carr's throw taken in by Edwards.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll swing this one out to Richard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Carr again. Caught outright by Renfro. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard from 10 yards out. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Carter now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
They'll run here with Gibson. And he's going to be stuck. Yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
First down, Heineke.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Able to connect with Jacobs.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Carr.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Carr.
Man open, here is Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Carr.
On the move to his left. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, They handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.